Sunday. From the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On first down, it's Rosen. And his first look is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. On 2nd and 10, Rosen. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rosen's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Bradley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He finds his man, complete. It's
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down, it's Bradley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st down, it's Bradley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Isn't normal to...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Reddick sets to pass it. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Rosen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss
loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Harris. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Reddick to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they go with Singletary. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Reddick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And that is incomplete.
coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Reddick. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Trying a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Rosen on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 3rd down, Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And some strong running. Singletary, a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An important play right here. Third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Bradley, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better.
Touchdown, Saints. That's caught. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Rosen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Rosen will throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step. He's taking off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, but some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Rosen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. From the red zone now. They'll blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well.
Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
166 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Right back to him on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one, 38 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
John Johnson with the INT. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll run on first down. Bradley, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. First down. It's Bradley. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley. Yeah, this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To try again after the sack. Reddick buying time to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.